I don't really remember becoming a Christian. I was only 4 or 5. I was baptized when I was 8. God has been part of my life for as long as I can remember. My parents were youth pastors, and church planters. I grew up in churches. I never really questioned God or my faith when I was young. That's really easy when you're 8, but as I got older and the world became a lot more real to me, it became harder to trust in this invisible God who I really had no idea how I was supposed to have a relationship with. How do you have a relationship with someone you cannot see and does not speak to you? At that same time, I was starting my high school years and really struggling in all areas of my life. That was a really bad time for me. We moved my sophomore year. I was having health problems. I was struggling with school. Things were not great at home. I lost people I knew my junior year. I felt very far away from God for a long time. It wasn't an easy time, but what's amazing to me is that no matter how far away we fall from God, He can pull us back to Him. As I think about my story, I wish that I could say that there was that aha moment when I figured it all out, when God turned my life around and freed me from all my struggles. But I realized that there is no aha moment because I haven't got it all figured out yet. See, the thing is, God isn't finished with me yet. I'm not done. Sometimes I still wish that I could see God and that He would speak to me. But what I realized is that God has shown Himself to me and spoken to me over and over again throughout my life. The question has always been, was I paying attention? Looking back, I can see all the things that God has done in my life, even in the midst of my struggles and hard times. I'm not saying it's easy. I still struggle with depression and a chronic illness. I have to tell myself every day to give things over to God, big and small. But I have reached a point where I can now see God working in my life and others as it's happening. There is nothing so cool as seeing prayers answered, even if I have to learn to accept that sometimes the answers are not the ones I was expecting. Sometimes they're even a bit disappointing at first. But I'm also learning God gives blessings in unexpected ways. If you had asked me in high school if I had thought this is where I would be in my life right now, I would have laughed. But God had other plans, and He knew what He was doing. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ because even though my life's not perfect, and I've been through a lot of struggles, God has used every experience to make me the person I am today, stronger in my faith and closer to my family than I ever thought possible. My name is Erica Brooks, and I am not a fan.